Yo, what's up guys? Back with another video, and today I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I think X Factor players are overrated. So let's get into it. So obviously most of our teams are pretty much filled with X Factors. You know, I got Crosby, Matthews, Kane, McKinnon. I got pretty good ones. And I just thought that, like, I was thinking, like, I'm about to get my, my free X Factor from my seasonal reward. Pretty easy to get, but are they really worth it? So I went to go do a little bit of research on my own, and at the end of the day, I don't think they're worth it, and I'm going to be explaining to you guys exactly why. So first off, we just check out a random card like Kyle Connor. So just to put him up to 84, it's pretty cheap, nothing expensive. But after 84, once he gets to, where he has that nice graphic art on his card, then it becomes a little bit expensive. One power-up collectible, 25k for a +1 upgrade. Then two, 40k for another +1 upgrade. Another two, and another two. So it's essentially 50k for 1+ overall. And if you think about that, let's say if you go check on the market an 86 Connor compared to an 87 Connor, I doubt there's a 50k difference between those two cards. I get it, X Factor players have better synergies, they have maybe better attributes like your abilities and whatnot, but at the end of the day I don't think they're worth it. So we're gonna go check Kyle Connor, just a random card, and we're gonna check if it's actually a 50k difference. So just by this, there's 386s on the market, goes for 30k. There's 187. Usually when there's only a few cards on the market, there's like some people would put them for a higher, a higher price to get more money out of it. And as you just see here, there's only a 15k difference in one overall. For the X Factor, 50k. So you're essentially wasting money, wasting coins on upgrading your X Factor cards, especially if you're free to play, especially if you don't put a lot of money in the game, especially if you're average at the game. You're not gonna have the amount of coins to upgrade all your X Factors that come pretty free, from your seasonal rewards, from your X Factor sets. That's 4 X Factors you guys can get for free just by doing sets. So like I'll go through another example. McDavid. Everybody wants McDavid, right? Everybody wants that, that best card in the game, X Factor McDavid. We get it. Once you have an X Factor card, you can have the highest version of that card. It's essentially an Evo, but you have to pay for it. And I think what EA did is they made you really pay for it. So we'll go check out Connor McDavid here. I don't have him, obviously. And the reason why I'm thinking about this, like I said, I'm about to open my seasonal rewards X Factor player, my free one, and I'm not sure if I want to do it. To put him up to, yeah, look, already here, already. To put him up to 84, it's one power collectible. I get it. It's a +3 upgrade, which is essentially, it's pretty fair there. But once, like I said, once it gets to that graphic art card, like the nice art on his card, it starts to become expensive. And here, for a +2 upgrade, it's 65k. Then another 50k for a +1, 50k, 120 for his base card, which now is 80k, but that's for a +2 upgrade. Another 70k for a +1, 75k for a +1, 80k for a +1, and he's gonna keep going up as his overalls come higher and higher and higher. At 99, I bet you it's gonna cost over $1 million to complete it from start to finish. All right, so after calculating all these coins, and I put, instead of the 125k, I put around 80k, just because that's pretty much what he goes for now. He might go for a little bit more, but anyway, to put him to 94 from start to finish, it costs 600k. So I get it that power up collectible is pretty free to get. I get it that you can just exchange gold players for it. But if you're putting the money, you could sell one gold player for 1,000. So essentially it comes out to the same thing. It goes for 288k, and he's not going to sell for that. But as you guys see from the start price, 270. I bet he's around 240, 250. So that's a 50k difference for a +1 there. And at that high overall, it's pretty much worth it there. But it costs 70k, 80k just to do a +1 upgrade on his X Factor card. And 100k for another one. Like, I don't think it's worth it, just because, especially if it's untradeable, it's 100k for a +1. While if I have the 92 like I do, I could sell him for 200k and pay an extra 50k for a 93, or an extra 100k, or whatever the case may be, for a 94. And if you go check the 91 compared to the 92 of around 180 to 90k, it's 30k cheaper. So you guys see, it's much cheaper to buy a high overall card of a special card. And we'll go check again. I have a great example with Matthew Barzal. If you guys saw my cards to target video, you guys will know that Matthew Barzal was in that video. So right here, he goes for 80k on the market, his X Factor. If we go check out his 88 to 89 X Factor, not X Factor, he's just a random card of Matthew Barzal. It's going to be cheaper. So the 88 overall Matthew Barzal is 50k. 50k, while his X Factor, if you're not going to pack him if you buy him, is 30k more expensive. And to upgrade him to 88 would cost you, to put him to 88, it's going to cost you 150k. So you're spending an extra 100k plus the money you spent to buy the X Factor Barzal, which is 80. So you're spending 200k to put a Matthew Barzal X Factor 88 instead of buying his normal 88. I really don't get the hype around these X Factors. At the beginning, sure, it's something different, it's something new. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think people should be doing the free ones anymore. Like, if you go check the seasonal rewards, there's much better things to do, such as the icon. I haven't done the icon, and I think I should. But the icon compared to the X Factor is much different. The X Factor, there are cards of their player types, but just not like different type of cards that are out there. Icons, there's no other type of cards. They're limited. Like an 89 Gretzky, you can't get another Gretzky. There's no like a 92 random Gretzky. There probably will be soon, but not now. And it's much more rare for them to have one. So instead of doing this one, which I might do just for content, but I'm not sure. Like maybe even do an 84 plus, to get some cards to put into sets. You can do packs, obviously packs. I'd rather you guys not do packs, but maybe do a power up icon or an 85 plus. Like you can even make a power up collectible for your untradeable X Factors. I just don't think it's worth it going for the X Factor players anymore. I think they're out of date. I think they're too expensive, and I think they didn't ruin the game, but I think especially if you want to have a variety of cards and cards that you like on your team, I think X Factors ruin it. The fact that they're so easy to get, and the fact that because you have so many of them, like your team, it's like you want to play them because they're so high price that you don't know what to do, right? Like me, I wasn't playing Rantanen, I'm not playing Kyle Connor. I've got David Pastrnak sitting on the bench. I've got Jacob Slavin sitting on the bench. I put a Mikko Rantanen in a random set accidentally. Like, it's just not worth it. So anyway, guys, yeah, I think X Factors are out of date. I think they're too expensive compared to what they can go for on the market that are not X Factor cards. So like I said, an 88 Barzal compared to the X Factor Barzal, it's like 100. It's like 200k cheaper to get the 88 than to upgrade him to 88. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know this is pretty much controversial. I haven't seen anyone post this or say something like this, but I think it's just my opinion. I really don't understand the hype around these X Factor cards. Obviously, like I said, they're new, they're cool, yeah, but I think it's just too expensive, especially if you're free to play, especially if you're average of the game and you don't generate a lot of packs and coins from hut champs, rivals, squad battles, whatever. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Subscribe if you're on there, and I'll see you guys on the next one.